Imagine you type one short line on your keyboard, and a tiny robot zips out of your screen, races across the whole world in a blink, knocks on a faraway computer, and sprints back with the exact thing you asked for. What kind of magic messenger could possibly do that? That messenger is real, and its name is Curl. Think of it as a courier robot you wake up by typing. Its name even means client URL. A client is the one who asks. So Curl is simply the little helper that asks the internet for things on your behalf. So how does the courier know where to run? You give it an address called a URL. Just like your house has a street and number, every page and picture online lives at its own address. Type the address, and Curl knows exactly which door to visit. Now picture the address pointing into a huge city. Every building is a computer called a server, awake day and night, holding pages, videos, and games. Your courier doesn't need a map of the whole city. It just needs one address, and it heads straight to that one door. When the courier reaches the right server, it doesn't barge in. It knocks and sends a tiny, polite note called a request. The note basically says, "Hello, may I please have this page?" That little knock and ask is the very first step of every single thing Curl does. Remember that polite knock. The server hears it, finds what you wanted, and hands the courier a reply called a response. Curl tucks it safely and sprints home. Knock, answer, deliver. This back and forth is called a request and response, and it powers the entire web. So what can you actually ask for? The most common request is called GET. It simply means please give me this. When you open a web page, your courier sends a GET. The server hands over the page and it appears. Most of your everyday clicking is quiet little gets. But sometimes you don't want something, you want to send something. That request is called POST. When you type a message or upload a photo, your courier carries your stuff to the server and drops it off. GET brings things back. POST takes things there. Two simple jobs. Every note the courier carries can have small sticky notes on it called headers. They share helpful details, like what language you speak or what kind of file you want. The server reads these hints first, so it can answer in just the right way. Tiny notes, big help. Now here's a clever trick. Every response carries a little number that tells you how it went. 200 means all good, here you go. 404 means I couldn't find that. These status codes let Curl instantly understand the answer without reading a single word. What if the page packed up and moved? The server leaves a friendly sign that says, "We moved over here." That sign is a redirect, often numbered 301. Tell Curl to follow signs, and it happily runs to the new address without you lifting a finger. Helpful little courier. Your courier isn't only for pages. Ask for a picture, a song, or a giant file, and Curl carries the whole thing back and saves it on your computer. A progress bar fills as the bytes arrive. That's how one short line can download almost anything from the internet. But wait, the internet is a busy place. What if someone peeks at your note on the way? With HTTPS, your courier seals everything in a locked envelope that only the right server can open. Snoopers just see scrambled nonsense. Your secrets stay safe across the whole journey. So who uses this tiny courier? Almost everyone. Curl quietly lives inside phones, cars, games, and the apps you love, fetching data behind the scenes billions of times a day. One simple, trusty messenger that helped wire the whole connected world together. Pretty mighty for so small. Let's look back. Curl is a courier you call by typing. You hand it a URL address, it knocks with a request, and the server replies with a response. GET fetches, POST sends, headers hint, status codes report, and HTTPS keeps it secret. One small robot, the whole web at your fingertips.